Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? How's your day been? How's Wednesday been? I hope it has treated you well. We've been busy here actually. We are, show number 3 of 3 right now. Sheena Wednesdays are back. We've had fun. Wake up call. It was good. We had a brilliant masterclass with your Butterflies and Blooms collection box, which is still proving very popular. And we're here for Beautiful Beginnings, 2 hours where we are going to be looking definitely again at the Butterflies and Blooms. We've got the Spring Fairy on the show and much, much more. And of course, with it being Beautiful Beginnings, we encourage you to ask those questions because later on, in around about in an hour and a half time, we're going to be try it on. In an hour and a half time, we'll be sitting down in the Essentials Corner area and we'll be asking your questions to Sheena. So anything you want to know about, maybe you're stuck on a crafty project currently, maybe you want to ask about a certain colouring item, maybe you're confused with your ink pads, maybe your glues are a little bit confusing for you, whatever it might be, do let us know. Or indeed, if you just want to fire any random questions, if you want to ask me a question, we'd love that. Whatever you like, really, whatever you like. That's all coming up. What I also must mention before we say hello to Sheena is today we have been celebrating another national day, which I bet you didn't know about. National Red Rose Day. It is today. So what we're doing is we're giving away rose-related items. This one is your Grande frame, which is stamps and dies with roses. And all you have to do is comment. But actually, you guys have been amazing today and we've really enjoyed it. In the first show on Wake Up Call, we said, well, why don't we get our lovely viewers to write Roses Are Red poems and then we'll give away the prize to the best one. And it worked so well in the first show that we did it again in Masterclass and we loved your poems. So we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Sorry for springing this on you, Superstar Susie. So we will give this away. You could comment as normal, but if you want to win, you need to write us a Roses Are Red poem. So Roses Are Red, and we'll get Susie to pick her favourite one towards the end of the show. Judge Susie. I'll say a few hellos in just a second, but let's say the most important hello to the lady at the other side of the studio who is looking absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. I tell you what, bringing back the Dungers, it is Dungers Douglas over there. How are you?
Rocking on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
look at those.
Yeah, ready to go. Yeah, looking forward to this. I love Beautiful Beginnings because it's close to my heart, you see, because I'm all about the education.
Yeah.
I'm all about, that's important. You can have the best thing in the world. If you don't know how to use it, you won't get the best out of it.
True that.
It means nothing. It's worthless.
Can I say as well, the colours on your Dungers match the Beautiful Beginnings hold screen as well, don't they?
Well, I dressed appropriately, as you can see. I have a wardrobe for every occasion.
Yeah.
I haven't really. Can you imagine dungarees for every occasion? That could be my mission and go forward.
How many pairs have you got now?
2.
Oh, just
I've got another one on the way.
Oh.
Oh no, I have 3 now. I've got 3. Yeah, 3.
Sloth.
Sloth. I have plain denim. I have these.
Yeah.
A bright orange pair on the way. You're not going to lose me in a hurry with those on.
I like it. You'd have to remind me where you got those from at the end of the show because you gave me the website before and I briefly looked at them and I saw some really funky shirts as well.
It was that Nigel's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? Just say it. Doesn't really matter, does it?
Run and Fly.
Run and Fly.
Run and Fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write that down. I could see Johnny's writing that down as well. I could see Johnny in a pair of dungarees like that.
They all come in. Everyone has dungarees. Can you imagine? It'd be a plethora of colour. Yeah, you'd have every kind of like animal represented. Yeah, a bit like a spirit animal. She has a disco zebra.
Yeah.
Ben's a sloth.
Oh, that was?
no, I'll adopt the sloth. I love a sloth.
Yeah.
I do love a sloth because I love the sloth mentality, I've told you. They're smiley, they just hang out there, they chill, they get it done, you know.
What would Johnny be? What kind of animal
Johnny could be
like a cheeky monkey.
Oh, a wise owl, wouldn't he? I nearly said an old owl, but no, an owl. I'm thinking of things that are going to, like, you know, stroke his ego a bit.
Oh, that's it, yeah. Wise old owl.
A brilliant owl. Oh, the king of the jungle. Oh, a lion. Oh, definitely be a lion, Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny be a lion.
You were more like a wombat.
Yeah. A duck-billed platypus.
Yes. Yes, a duck-billed platypus. Oh dear. Anyway, you can see the kind of mood we're in tonight and the way the show's going to go. Gaz is with us saying a big hello to Sheena, Ben and all the awesome crew. Hey Gaz.
Hey Gaz.
Wendy Graham says, hi, Ben, Sheena, Susie, CTV and all the crafters. Nanny to the girls is with us saying happy Wednesday. Hi to Sarah Ibbotson who's in saying, hello, Sheena, Ben, Susie and crafty friends. Good morning from Arkansas. Crafting Not Grafting by Hillary says, hello from Hillary and Holly Collie. Hello, Holly. Woof. Jeanette Shirley says, yeah, Sheena Wednesdays. Whoop, 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 whoop. Pat says, hi, Ben, Sheena, Super Susie on socials and staff, as well as all my crafting friends who are gorgeous, New Jersey. And Mary Beth Doyle joins us from Minnesota. Susie says, Johnny is the monkey from Lion King that holds up the baby Simba in the beginning.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cute, yeah.
And I'm the baby he's holding up.
Yeah.
Just do something, for goodness sake. Kendall's in from an overcast Minnesota. Keep the lows coming through. And we'll mention you as we go through. And remember, if you want to win the prize, we would like, please, a Roses Are Red. Roses Are Red. It's not the only thing that's red. Roses Are Red poem, please. Now, you want a great deal to kickstart beautiful beginnings? I'll give you a great deal. The Spring Fairy Collection, half price deal.
Wow.
Yeah. Best ever price I've seen this at. Straight in there, no messing about. Take that and party. While stocks last, you gotta go. We have got less than 100 of these. You know what to do. If you've already got this collection, it's all consumable stuff. So why not grab it whilst you can? I know Sheena's going to go through this in more detail. I mean, she can't believe. Look at her face over there. She can't believe it. Look at her. Yeah.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah. Flabbergasted. £40 or $56, and you get all of these beautiful items in here, which are colour matched, ready for you to go. So Tricolour Aqua markers with your Soft Sun, Warm Blush, Magical Green, all colours as well, new to this collection. The Tricolour Brush Pen, and again, alcohol colouring here, but colours which will transition absolutely beautifully, ombre wonderfully for your sun glow, your soft orange and your floral radiance. You've got glitter paste in here as well. So that is your glitter. The sun-kissed blossom, big tub of glitter actually there. And you've also got your luxury gilding flakes included too in the soft rose. Ink pads, we've got the Duet ink pad in the sweet pea, and you've also got your champagne shimmer ink pad in the sunbeam. You have got all of your embellishments here. So pearls in the sun drops. You've got beautiful flower kisses, those sort of faceted gems in the green and the purple. You've got sequins, big tub of sequins, and obviously you've also got your Fairy Wings glitter glue in there too. On top of that, you've got shimmer spray, the Rosebud. You have got the chunky glitter paste in your Wildflowers. Then another shimmer spray, Dancing Green, glitter paste, Fairy Dress, and also we're going to give you our metallic paint marker in the Rose Gold. Everything, aside from those two items there, I believe, were brand new to this collection. But that's not all you're getting, don't forget. That's not all you're getting, because you're also going to get 3 of the most fantastic die sentiments. Believe, Love, Dream, the new Live, Love, Laugh. You're also going to get a wonderful embossing folder, that Floral Meadow. I mean, that's a card on its own, isn't it? Or as a great starting point for a project, you can accompany and use that. You've also got your Fairy of the Meadow stamp set. Again, absolutely stunning in the fact that you've got all of those individual stamps to create scenes with, to make backgrounds with. You've got your fairy in the foreground there too. And we give you stencils because, of course, when you think about things like your glitter paste, your inks, you've got to be wanting to create with your stencils. So we give you 3. You've got the beautiful floral element there. You've got this stunning sort of vine, which we've used the chunky glitter paste through, and then also your wonderful mushrooms as well. That is everything you are going to get within the set. What a deal at £40 or $56. A few final quick hellos and then I'll pass over. Christine Mahoney is with us saying, roses are red, my heart is too. I love Crafter's Companion, the products, staff and you.
Oh, nice
Good.
one.
James in Las Vegas, Wendy in Colorado, Beth in North Dakota, and Linda says, hello again, everyone. Carol says, Ben, are you celebrating National Day every day of this month? I just do as I'm told. I just do as I'm told. If they want me to celebrate, I will be celebrating. What are we celebrating tomorrow? We're celebrating National Sewing Machine Day tomorrow.
Where do you find these days? Where do they? What?
Yeah.
I didn't even... Are you making them up?
No.
Are they really days?
Oh, we're giving away soft craft prizes tomorrow.
Oh,
apparently.
nice. Well, it makes sense. If it's National Sewing Machine... There's a connection there.
There is a connection. I want to know, and I'll look this up while Sheena's talking around this. I want to know whether there is an actual National Sheena Day. There must be. There must be.
That should be. That's it.
What a price, by the way. What a price.
What a
Here.
price.
Ridiculous.
Seriously, you know what? We were just saying about this. Even if you look at it as a try tester for loads of these products, you couldn't go wrong. Because, oh wow, I mean, look at the desk, it's full. I mean, if you can see the desk, right, let me just go, look. When you see it like this, we see it on the boards, is one thing, but when look,
Yeah.
you've got a metallic paint marker. That there in itself is a cost. You've got a fabulous water-based pen. You've got an alcohol-based pen. 3 of them. You're not just talking one. You've got 3 colours there that are going to colour in with. You've got 2 full-size ink pads there, right? You've got a pearlescent and a duet, which is going to be a matte and a shimmer. You've got 2 shimmer sprays there that are going to transform any of your papers. That if you've got the butterflies and blooms, spritz that on any of those backing papers, it's going to transform them. You've got these metallic. Look at the size of the tubs. They're not tester pots.
No.
They are the full size.
The full whack.
Yeah, and they're going to change colour with any colour that's underneath them. So on black card, that's going to change. It's going to look different to on a white card. We're going to have a play with that in a sec. You've then got your glitter glue, so your little for your accents and things, fairy wings. So that's a gorgeous, very, very subtle, but full of glitter and bling, more kind of a subtle colour. But if you want more of a definite colour, you've got the mothership of glitter here. Seriously, this will probably last you a lifetime, that one there. So you've got that one there. Then you also have more dry bling products. You've got huge sequin tub here, which is going to be, sequins aren't just going to be that colour. You can colour them. You can paint them. You can colour them in with your metallic pens. You can colour them in with your acrylic paints. Texture, even if you use texture piece over them. Oh, did we mention gilding flakes?
Yeah, we did.
Hello. The gorgeous soft rose.
50 ml tub.
Big tub. And then you've got these little pearls here, again, that you can colour. So even if you're not even stuck to this colour scheme, you can colour them. Let's just show you a quick demonstration.
Go on.
This is a really lovely little folder here. I love that. That is really totally right up my street. Wildflowers, can't go wrong. A little bit rose foxglove, and yeah, fab. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some Finesse waterproof dye ink here. Waterproof, it's important. And I'm going to take the side that has the indentation in it, the one with the pattern on the printed side. I am going to take the ink pad directly to the folder and give it a swish like this. So don't press on too hard. The thing is, when you're doing this letterpress technique, an ink pad that's held in felt is better. Not the opaque is trickier, because opaque ink is held in a foam and it squidges into the recesses easier than this one does. Now what I'm doing is I'm dragging down, because it's hard to lose that movement on the pad. You won't get it completely flat. So I may as well make it a feature and make it look kind of like a wood grain. So by dragging that down, that's what I'm kind of emphasising. Then I'm going to pop that in there, close that. That baby's going to go into my 2 white plates and go through the Gemini now. And then I'm going to show you what we've got when it comes out the other side. So that's going through there. So this is the waterproof ink, which means that when that comes through, I can then colour it with a water-based colouring medium.
Oh yeah.
And it won't affect the ink. So look at that. Look at the detail on that.
Wow, that's incredible.
So it's acting like a quick, the detail is all out there for you. I'm just going to wipe that quickly. And it's
what was that ink pad you used again?
The ink pad, it was the Finesse, and the colour I used was Pebble.
That is brilliant.
But Finesse is the one to use because it's a permanent ink. So when I colour this now, which I'm going to, which actually I've got one I've cut and I've trimmed down earlier, the ink won't move. So that ink is set. And when I use a water-based colouring medium, it's not going to disturb it. So there's one I did earlier. So this one's actually a little bit darker. I actually quite like the darker one. I may well trim that one up. You know what, let's use the lighter one. But you can see, if you use a little bit more ink, and what you can do, you could put a little bit of tape on the back of this into your folder, and you can re-ink it and then put it through again, Ben, and just do it a few times, and then you'll get it more opaque finish. But I just like that street kind of weathered wood kind of look in the background. I think it just suits that really well. Then what you can do is you can take your water-based colours here. So this is the tricolour, not the alcohol one. And we're going to scribble some colour here, like this, and that, and then, and that one. Those. So we've got a palette to work with, and it's all going to coordinate and be harmonious, and it's going to work nicely together. And you can even use your ink pads.
I really love that colour of ink pad, the sweet pea. It's gorgeous.
Sweet pea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
It
Yeah,
is.
it's really pretty. And you know, you've got one of them that's opaque, one of them that's shiny.
Yeah.
And all you then use is your round number 9 Royal and Line and then it's up to you how you want to colour these little guys in. So just a quick wash, and technically, because that background is quite dark, it shouldn't, if you keep the colour light enough, you can wash over with this colour quite quickly, and you shouldn't really see through it a lot. So we can go over with a quick first wash like this, and then we'll go over with a little bit less dilute colour to give it the look of a little bit of shading on it.
Just a really clever way again of using your embossing folders, because I mean, I know a lot of people will think of doing that, you know, when they have the embossing folders out, but it's something that I always forget. And it's lovely when you see it, using it like with that letterpress effect. Just shows you that, again, the embossing folders are very versatile bits of crafty kit, aren't they?
They absolutely are, Ben. And you know what? What I've done here is I've just stuck to the set, to what you've got in this set. You can, if you want to use your aquas or something to colour this in, and use those pens just to supplement that and add a little bit more to it, you can.
Yeah.
But just wanted to just keep to this, just so you can see how even just sticking to that, you know, the one pen, you can get a great topper.
Yeah.
Just like that, and you can see how you've got that little guy starting to get shaded there. And we can just pop a little bit more colour out and keep going. So we've got this one to do.
Whilst we're watching you, just a few more hellos and some more poems. I have a poem, says Hilary. Roses are red, violets are blue. Holly the collie says, I woof you.
Aww.
I love that. That's got to be up there as one of my faves. Evelyn Boyd says, hello everyone from Boston. I love you, Ben and Sheena. Love you both. Well, we love you, Evelyn, in Boston. Lois has joined us in Ohio. Hi, Lois. Hello, Paw Prince in South Carolina. Lois says, I wonder if there is the best presenter day to celebrate. I mean, if there is, let me know. And I'll celebrate whoever you think the best presenter is with you.
Well, it's a shoe-in, isn't it?
Well,
know.
Hey.
It's like it's got to be Ben, hasn't it?
Thank you so much. Who said Becky Swan? Betty Gossel, roses are red. I love glitter that's chunky. Makes my projects look extra funky. Yes. I love that, Betty. Elizabeth Taylor says hello again to you and Sheena and all today's crew from another sunny day in Goodrington. It's always sunny in Torbay, Elizabeth, isn't it? Always sunny. And Wendy Myers says, lol, in America, dungarees are called overalls.
Yes, that's right.
My personal favourite fashion choice. Yes, Wendy, I like that. It's funny, isn't it, how we have so many different, even though we speak the same language, different words.
Absolutely.
Like you know, we have pavements here, don't we, by the side of the road?
Yeah, and sidewalks.
You have sidewalks. And that other one always makes me laugh. And I always say the kids about it when we drive to school in the morning. So what do you guys in the US call the people who help the kids cross the road? You call them crossing guards, don't you? Is that what you know, they stop the traffic so the kids can cross the road. Over here, lollipop ladies or lollipop men. Because they've got a big lollipop, they wave it out in the road, don't they? And then they stop the traffic and you have to stop for the lollipop lady.
That's true, yeah. So many, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like, you think we're speaking the same language? And
yeah. Our motorway is your highway, is that correct, I think, isn't it?
Freeway.
Oh, freeway, is it?
Yeah, freeways.
Freeway.
Yeah.
We know the whole chat about waistcoats and vests.
Vests, absolutely.
Jumpers and sweaters.
and a tap and a faucet.
Tap and faucet. Pants and trousers.
Oh, I get that one confused all the time. I keep talking about that and people look at me like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's like, yeah, it looks inappropriate when I get, yeah. Because obviously having lived there, you know, when you come back, you get confused about what you're saying.
That's a good question, actually. So you guys in America call, so your pants are your trousers. So what do you call your underwear? Is it just underwear?
Underwear, yeah.
It's all very confusing.
Yeah.
Thank you. A couple more poems. There's loads. By the way, if you want to win our prize in this show, we need a Roses Are Red poem. So that's why there's loads of these coming through. Jackie Martinique says, roses are red, violets are blue. I can't stop watching CTV even when I'm on the loo.
Brilliant. That's a good one.
Chazelle says, roses are red, violets are blue, Big Pop's a bear, and his name is Baloo. Hey, Big Pop. There you go. And one more for now. Christine says, Christine Mahoney, roses are red, violets are blue, like Parmesan cheese. I'm grateful for you. Grateful. See?
Nice one.
Oh, Christine's firing through these. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm allergic to flowers. Achoo. Love all these.
Fabulous.
I know I'm asking a lot of you tonight as well, just whilst we're watching Sheena, but also please feel free to send through questions for Essentials Corner. I'm making Susie work hard tonight as well, so getting her to pick the favourite poem, compile the questions for us as well, because we'll be sat down in just over an hour's time, reading more of your poems and, of course, going through all of your questions as well. This is coming together absolutely beautifully, and all sort of started off from that letterpress technique, and again using so many items from the kit, Sheena.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm going to get a bit of bling on this, I think, as well. You know, I've got to get a bit of bling on this for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just using all the colours that are there, just popping them on there, and then we'll get a bit of glitter. We'll maybe do should we do a little quick bit of stenciling as well?
Why not?
Why not?
And this again, I know a lot of people have seen this before, but if you are watching us for the first time, if you are fairly new, this Spring Fairy kit is brilliant, isn't it? Because it's a dip your toe into the world of mixed media. And as I said to you earlier, I think it comes back again to that whole thing of colours, doesn't it? People worry about how colours will mix, but we've picked all of the colours of the pens and the pastes and all these things to work really well together, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Taken that worry away.
Absolutely, and it makes it look, it just works for you because, I've said time and time again, and I've said it from the start of when mixed media started to become popular, when people say you can just do anything and it'll look great and it'll work. And I've always stuck by the fact that it will work if you have the right colours together.
Yeah.
If the colours clash, if the colours jar, if they don't look like something you would want to put on your living room wall, then it won't work, because that's basically it. If it looks like something that you wouldn't want to put in your house, then no, it hasn't worked. But and it's all about the colour. That's the important thing. But look at this. I've just used those pens and I think that looks really, really pretty.
Really does.
Just with that little thing there. And what I would do is I'm going to mount that onto that. I'm going to stick that onto there, Ben. Then I'm going to continue. Shall I wipe this up and then we'll take it a bit further?
Yeah. Excellent stuff. Couple more poems. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you, says Christine. But the roses are writing, the violets are dead, the sugar is lumpy, and so is your head. What? What? And thank you, Sandra Gill, who says, roses are red, violets are blue. I've wrote a limerick just for you. There's a fine crafty man called Ben who on Monday gave out some glue pens. Today it's about roses, so show us your poses, and Barbie says you can be Ken. I love it. I love it. Christine. And talking of things, I don't know if I can read that out. Things which we say that you say differently. You say like eraser and rubber, lol.
Oh, yeah.
We'll leave that one.
I got that wrong very quickly when I moved there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I asked if you could use we won't be doing I was carving a pumpkin for Halloween. And I said, oh, well, I've got, I drew it out in pencil where I was going to carve it. Now, can you use a rubber on a pumpkin then?
Oh, dear. When my son was 12, says Shaz, I asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up. He said he wanted to be a lollipop man, as I don't have to start work till I'm 65. That is brilliant. I love that. And one more poem from Christine. You're like Shakespeare tonight. Roses are red, violets are blue, baby shark goes do 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 do.
Fabulous.
Marvellous.
I love it. You're on fire.
Marvellous.
Right.
Right.
So I think this is coming together. Bear in mind, we had no plan. And I'm just playing. Now, the thing is I think it's going to look quite nice. I'm really liking that topper. And I'm thinking we're going to put a bit of bling on it. But look at this little bit here. We've got this pen that we can, the metallic marker, that I am going to make into a layer of a blingy.
Faux matte and layer.
Yeah, faux matte and layer, absolutely. So, well, actually, this is a matte, but instead of using your more kind of costly kind of investment, or you may not have that colour, or you may not, you know, have it at hand, coated card, we'll just use the pen around the outside, and if it starts to dry out, we'll just give it a little pump like that to get the paint flowing again. And this pen, it's all about layering with mixed media, and this is a solvent-based pen, so this one will go on top of anything.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about, you know, layering the, this will colour your sequins, for example. This will colour those little pearl beads that you've got there, if you want them to be a different colour than the colour they are. Plastic it'll cover, glass, anything like that. This is like the Uber paint that's in this one. Watercolour, water-based paints are the least robust, which is the one I used to colour this. That's the most, the strongest paint, and it'll take some getting off this mat as well, but that's my revenge, Debbie Robinson. This is my gift to you. I'm going to write in there, with love, Debbie Robinson from me. No, just kidding. Bless her. Because any bling, I said, bless her, I always blame Debbie Robinson. Yeah, wherever. So I'm going to just dry that quickly. And I just thought, I think she's at Evesham this weekend.
She's where?
She's at Evesham shop, I think she's at this weekend.
Oh, doing another demo day?
I'm coming to see you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to go, yeah, I want to come and see you, Debbie. I'm coming.
Debbie, if you're watching, send us a little message through. She usually does message, actually, if she's watching, but send us a message.
Yeah.
The good Debbie days, I've heard, at the shops.
Oh, well, you'll have a laugh, if nothing else, won't you?
That's it.
Definitely. I'm definitely coming, yeah. I need a Debbie fix. I'm coming. Like, oh, cup of coffee, bit of cake.
Oh,
Debbie
yeah.
Robinson. Whoa, come on.
I feel like I've not seen either of the Debbies for ages, actually.
You what, sorry?
I've not seen either of the Debbies for ages, Robinson or Leek Cornhead.
Leek Cornhead?
Yeah. Well, she's been in Mauritius, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's travels a lot, that one, doesn't she?
She does, yeah, she does all right,
You
doesn't
can't
she?
keep track of her. She's always out and about, that one.
Oh, she's down. I heard she's down on Hobby Maker today, so finally got her doing some work at last.
That's it. She's had her wings clipped, has she?
That's it. Certainly has.
Right, that'll sort her out then. I'm just going to get right. So here's what I would be doing, yeah. Just quickly trying to get this sorted. This needs another mat because it just needs to finish that off a little bit tidier. It definitely needs another mat there. Can you see? That makes a difference. So that needs to be cut there. And then a little bit of stenciling in the background. I'm going to speed cut this. And then, so this is not very exciting, this bit, Ben, if you've got anything to say. The stenciling is something that's a bit more interesting. So if I can just trim this quickly, Ben.
Yep. Whilst you're doing that, there's so many comments, so like, thank you everybody. This is what it's all about. The comments, the interaction, I'm loving this. I'm also loving the redonkulous price that you've got here on your gold shimmer ink pads. For those of you that have been watching the last few days, you'll know that this was the price from our global clearance show that we did on Friday with Becky and Sarah. Rolled it over into the wrap up on Monday. That was supposed to be that, but Big Pop has pulled some, what have you pulled? Strings, that's it. He's pulled some strings, and he's got this on. I think it's only for today, though. Look at the shimmer. Look at this. Whoa! Your gold shimmer ink pads. Of course, these are perfect for blending. These are perfect for layering. These are perfect for adding beautiful shimmer and shine to all of your projects with that stunning gold metallic effect running through all of the 8 colours that you've got within this collection. Flame pink, majestic ruby, peach terracotta, that beautiful golden honey, and then down the bottom, love the secret garden green. You've got the blues and your gilded sky, midnight shore, and then that stunning cosmic purple, all with that amazing golden sheen to them. They come, of course, in that new design, so that teardrop design, I think just makes it easier for you to use them, and certainly easier for you to hold as well, when ergonomically designed. They're normally, I think, $5.99 each. $18.40 works out just over £2.30 if you're platinum, or $3.50 each if you are shopping in the US. So an absolute must-have. If you've seen these before, if you've seen us use them and you're thinking, can I stretch to £47, $72? Look at the price today. And if you've already got them, what an opportunity to restock, because obviously yours will run out eventually. But get them today, don't wait till tomorrow, because I've a funny feeling that once the office returns tomorrow, they've been on a field trip today, once the office returns, that deal will disappear. Felicity Fletcher says, just had a look at those dungarees. I think I too need a pair for when I'm crafting. Yeah, bring back the dungarees for crafting. Beautiful card, says Linda. Beautiful, Sheena, says Sarah. And Sheena says it's magical watching Sheena colouring. That's from Carol Byrne. The letterpress technique makes such a cool background, says Jeanette. And thank you to Linda. Another poem which says, roses are red, violets are blue. I love watching Sheena and listening to Ben's dad jokes too. Thank you. How are you getting on?
Great, yeah. So I thought we'd do a little bit of stenciling now then, Ben, if that's all right with you.
Oh, I think so.
So I've got the stencil, one of the stencils from the 3 set here, and the floral one. So looking at everything here, let's just keep it simple and use the 2 ink pads that are included.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for one that's quite clean-ish. That's quite clean-ish. So let's start with the lighter, with this gorgeous lemony, because I don't want this to really clash too much with the main focal point that's on here. I want it to be nice and complementary. I don't want it to be too in your face, yeah?
Yeah.
Just to highlight, just a nice shadow kind of accent in the background. So using my, whatever, you know, if you like the egg shaped ones, or these ones that I kind of use quite a bit, all good. So whichever your preference is to get the stencils. And I'm just moving it around just so that I've got creating a pattern, not really necessarily following the full stencil.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of stencils, because you just need to, you know, flip them over, turn them around, use parts of them. And you don't have to cover the whole card either. You could have maybe just part of the, you know, one corner stenciled, or and leave some of that white space there as well.
Yeah, it's good to see, because I think a lot of people make that mistake of seeing, oh, stencil, must use the whole thing.
The whole thing, exactly. And that's the great thing about them. They're so versatile. So the thing is, I would say with stencils, they're a fabulous, a good cost-effective way of getting a good big pattern quickly where you want it, but don't get too overzealous cleaning them, right? Just blot them. Don't think you've got to spend forever getting them as clean as possible, because you can damage them. So just blot them dry. Now look, you could leave that there and just have the rest plain. I like that kind of like offset, or you can keep going, and you could even have the other side a different colour. Yeah? So let's try that and see what this looks like. Again, if you do that, we should be absolutely safe. Often when you do this, you're in a little bit of trouble because the colours may clash, they may not go together. Yeah. But with this, having had them all pretty much put together for you, you should be totally safe.
Lots of love for this project coming through. Thank you for all the lovely comments. Late to the party, says Betsy, but hello from Houston. And Beverly says, when I first arrived in Canada, I started working in a dentist and I cut my finger and I asked for a plaster. Nobody knew what I wanted. As they call them, Band-Aids.
A Band-Aid, yeah.
And also tissues are Kleenex.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I love CTV. How about you? Says Beth Metzger. Yes, Beth, I like that. And Angela says, roses are red. The crafty show's almost done. Just one more chance for a prize to be won.
Oh.
Yes. That's Angela. Not almost done. This is a 2-hour show, by the way, just to let you know. I mean, we can finish at 6 if you want. But about an hour's time, we've got your questions. Please send those in as well as your poems. What do you want to ask Sheena about? What crafty dilemmas have you got? Maybe you want to talk dungarees today. I don't know. Whatever you fancy. We've done headphones before, so why not dungarees?
Right, so we're nearly done with this one. What I would do is just get a little bit of bling on that main focal image. But that, considering it wasn't planned, I don't think is bad at all.
It's very, very nice, very beautiful.
So I would just pop a little bit of bling. And the thing is with these glitter glues is just put a touch like this down and then splodge it with your finger because there's so much glitter in them. You just need a little bit and then just flatten it out and you will get the, you know, as much bling as you need by just popping the littlest bit on, splodging it down, and you're good to...
I mean, not bad for something that you've just thrown together, is it, that?
Yeah.
Brilliant, Sheena.
Thank you.
Incredible. And this is the kind of thing that you want to be able to achieve. If you go for the Spring Fairy collection, you can recreate that card very, very easily because you can just watch this show back once you've got your collection and you've got everything that you need to do it. Please take advantage of this deal though, because you know it's £102, 142 bucks. It's half price. It's a ridiculous price for what you're getting here. And again, when you're looking at that price, if you bought this previously, you paid more, right? If you're thinking to yourself, I love this collection, I want to get more of it, today is the day to do it. And look at everything that you're going to get. You saw the physical items with Sheena just a few moments ago, but that's your Tricolour Aqua Pen. So we've given you 3 colours which will work perfectly together. Soft Sun, Warm Blush, and Magical Green. There's the marker, metallic marker that Sheena is using there just to create that matte in there. So you've got your rose gold. Then you've got your Tricolour brush pen. So this is an alcohol marker, but you've got 3 colours there. Different to your TriBlends where you have the light, medium, the dark of the one colour. 3 colours here which will create a really lovely ombre. Sunglow, soft orange, listen to me, soft orange, and the floral radiance. Then, I think the reason I've done that, I've been speaking in French to Daisy over the last few days because she's having assessments at the minute, so I've been doing my French accent, doing a French speaking exam. Then you've got your Sun-Kissed Blossom. That's that uber huge tub of glitter. Your first of your ink pads there is that Champagne Shimmer ink pad. Then as we go across the middle, your Sunshine Drops in the pearls. You've got your faceted gems, elusive gems in the Flower Kisses, sort of that purple and green. And then the first of your shimmer sprays, so the Dancing Green. And then alongside that, you have got your glitter paste, which is that beautiful fairy dress. Down from the glitter paste, we've got the chunky glitter paste, which is the Wild Flowers. Across from that is the second of your shimmer sprays, so the Rosebud. Saw the big pot of sequins that you're going to get as well with Sheena a few moments ago, which are the soft petals. That there is the glitter glue, the fairy wings. You've got that amazing duet ink pad. I love that colour of green and sweet pea. And of course, last but by no means least, is that huge pot of your gilding flakes, 50 ml of your soft rose. All of that is accompanied by, of course, all of these stencils. So you've got your mushroom stencil. You've got your stencil with the foliage on. Love that. We've run some of that chunky glitter through there. And then a mixture here of your glitter and your duet ink pad on the florals. You get the stamps in here too. This is that fairy of the meadow. So you've got that beautiful fairy. Got that sort of scene building dies, I suppose, if you like, the silhouettes of the foliage. And then you've got that sort of old fashioned font on there too. You've got 3 fantastic dies in the form of Believe, Love, Dream. And then if you want to recreate Sheena's last demo, of course, you'll be using the fantastic embossing folder that comes with this collection. All of that at a redonkulous price of £40 or 56 bucks. Stunning card, Sheena. Makes me want to go and play, says Shaz. Beautiful card, says Jessica. Pat says, maybe you can give this card out on Friday. Hint, hint, hint. Well, maybe we can. We are also on Friday going to be asking for your favourite demos of the week. So again, this might be one which crops up. So do watch out for that. Friday Night Live. That, like I tell you, that is going to be an unbelievable show. I got in between shows a little bit of a sneak peek as to the intro video that Liam's put together and all the music for the show. It's going to be amazing. Please make sure you join us. It is not to be missed. Beautiful card, says Beth. Stunning, Sheena, says Mary Beth. You're an amazing artist. And Jane says, Sheena, that card is stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful card, Sheena, says Mandy Robson. Listen, want please your questions for the next hour where we've got Essentials Corner. Questions for Sheena, please. And also don't forget to keep sending in those Roses Are Red poems, because the best one we will give a prize away to. Remember, roses are red. I like to eat cake. Go check out your baskets. It's time for a break.
My day-to-day life is pretty busy in work. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then check what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy, busy, busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. Yeah, I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love Ben. I love it when we work together. And I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating and we just have this great rapport. Same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. I think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Thanks everybody for all the chit chat. We'll continue to read your comments. Any questions you've got, get those in and we will do those in the next hour of the show. I can see a few already coming in. I know Susie, Superstar Susie, is running her list on that. Wendy just said, I did try to send the studio a painting I did using Sheena's squirrel inside the leaf. I hope you got it. We shall have a look, Wendy.
Ooh.
We shall have a look. That was the squirrel who looks like he was
On his walking stick.
on his walking stick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Great card, Sheena, says Linda. Amazing, says Gretchen. Really pretty, Sheena. Alison says roses are red, sunflowers are yellow. We have nothing to dread because Ben is so mellow. Roses are red, enchanted oceans are blue. Arabian nights are sultry. CC collections are cool, says Lisa P. And hi to Tim C, who's just joined us, who's saying he's a bit late to the party. That doesn't matter. We like it. The fact that you turned up, even if you're here for 5 minutes, we appreciate you. Just before the top of the hour, we thought we'd quickly show you a few deals that we've got on the show, which are proving popular, like the Pigment ink pads. I'll show you the colours here, and again, we'll get Sheena's take on these. Star by deal once again. We've currently, I think we've smashed down the prices of our ink pads. Whenever we bring these to air, we always seem to bring you unbelievable prices on them. So the 12-piece collection that you're about to see here should be, just shy of £72, $108. We're taking off $31.88 or $47.88 today, and then still giving you your Club Inspired discount. So if you're platinum, £32 or $48. I'll show you the colours you're going to get in this set. So, Sandstorm. You've got some beautiful greens in here, like this spring meadow, and then you've got your green topaz. You've got Misty Morning in here, got used to having a few of those. Pink tulips, and then your Oasis, mad for that. Straw Bale, the Bordeaux, which is also in here with your Damson Wine, the Seal Brown, which Sheena was using earlier, Midnight, and then your anthracite. So a nice mix of colours that you've got within this set. And again, just as we're talking about these, Sheena, opaque pigment ink pads, I know you've used them today. For people perhaps who are fairly new, once again, when are we going to be using these? What are their superpowers, these ink pads?
So the thing is, with these ones, they basically do everything, right?
Yeah.
So you can stamp with them, obviously. And they stamp very well. So I have to say, if I was, sometimes you have a stamp that has a flat area, so it's got a lot of either rubber or photopolymer or acrylic. It's got a flat that it needs to ink up. The ink needs to stick to a large surface area. These trump the water reactive for me for that because they're a thicker, stickier, gloopier ink. They're a thicker, all those words in one, ink. So they stick to that area better. So if it's that kind of stamp, for sure, silhouette stamps, for example, these are the ones I would go to. So that's the first thing. The next thing is if I want to stamp and emboss. So back in the day, I would buy lots of different coloured embossing powders. I'd buy, the white, the yellows, red, whatever. And then I thought, hang on, just buy coloured ink pads and a clear embossing powder. That's what these guys do. So any colour you want to use with these ink pads, all those colours in there, pop some clear embossing powder over it and heat them. And you've got the look of a coloured embossing powder. You can also create backgrounds with them. Blend brilliantly for backgrounds. You can full bleach with them. And you can even colour with them like a colour palette. Splash them up and brush on and mix the colours. And so they do everything. They're a fabulous ink pad.
Yeah, and again, great price for these today. Not something that we do every day. So if you want to stock up on them, or maybe get your first set of pigment ink pads, that is a great price of £32 or $48. Next up, we have a lovely set of geometric embossing folders, 6-piece collection. We've done some really beautiful embossing folders recently. This is just a wonderful set of embossing folders that are going to be brilliant as the background, I think, for many, many projects. I'm thinking with, I keep forgetting it's Father's Day on Sunday. So perhaps you are thinking about making a card. I think there's some designs, particularly in this collection, which would work quite nice for more sort of masculine projects.
Absolutely, and you know what I also love as well though is the more masculine geometric with the floral over the top of it. It looks really cool. It's that contrast.
Yeah.
So if you have like a big bold floral over that, it looks great. But again, then they're kind of like they're neutral.
Yeah.
Because they don't tell a story. They're just a pattern, and you want your other focal point or your wording to tell the story, and so they're really needed, these ones.
Yeah, but again, you know, with like one pass through your machine, adding a bit of colour to them, it's so easy to create this background. Like, you don't need to be next level crafters to do it, because the machine and obviously the embossing folder are going to do all the work for you. I'm really drawn to that design there. It's sort of a bit. Yeah,
it's really cool.
I don't know what you call it. It's a bit like a pinwheel, isn't it? I suppose.
Looks
really.
like an optical illusion, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks very 3D. Looks like a what, Jamie? That's like the top of a hot cross bun.
Oh, you hungry pet. Yeah.
Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot cross buns.
Oh.
That's a really cool design as well. That one's another one of those.
Cool. I love that one.
That's even
like
more.
Windmills, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the windmills of your mind. I like that.
Windmills of Your Mind. Was that Ralph McTell?
No, it was Noel Harrison, I think, did the hit with it, but Dusty Springfield did the definitive version. I'm sorry, but you know, Dusty, there's only one Dusty, and she did the best version.
Yeah, like the thing
a
that you'll
circle in a
find.
circle, like a wheel within a wheel.
The wheel.
Never ending or beginning.
And
never spinning.
Like the windmills of your mind.
That's the one.
What did Ralph McTell sing then?
He did The Streets of London.
Have you seen the old man?
That's the one. Oh, it makes me cry, that's all.
We used to sing that in school assembly.
Oh.
How weird is that?
I can't listen to certain songs, they just make me sad.
How can you tell me you're lonely?
Bringing me down, man.
And say to me that the sun don't shine. Anyway, the final design here, again, really, really beautiful design. Could be a nice one to use with your Enchanted Ocean collection. Got a bit of a sort of sea theme to that one.
You know where I think these shine is with the coated card.
Yeah,
really cards, they look amazing. Because they're just done. Just put something through there, boom, done.
20 quid for all 6. I mean, that is a bonkers
quid?
deal.
What?
Yeah, I know. 6, so what, about £3 and a bit per folder if you're in the US. $4 and a bit. Really good value for money. Check them out. They are on the Shop the Show page right now. Talking about stupid deals, again, this is a big pop deal, I'm going to call it. Big pop! So this is another one of the deals, just like the gold shimmer ink pads that we brought back. So we had the global clearance show last Friday. We wrapped it up on Monday. We wrapped it up, he says, bringing back the deals. We wrapped it up on Monday. However, Johnny was like, well, do you know what, come on, like, there's a few people perhaps didn't watch on Monday. Let's get these deals back out again for the people who didn't watch. This is the last chance saloon though, and the deal's ridiculous. So you TriBlend markers, alcohol markers, of course, 1 pen, but the light, the medium and the dark of each of the colours of those pens within that set. So 24 pens, yes, but then if you flip that around to see all the colours that you're going to get, you're actually getting 72 colours because you've got all of the light, the mediums and the darks of those colours included. A really great way to learn how to sort of do your blending technique, but all of those colours are in there and are the dark blends of the essential blends that you had in the original collection, so you can kind of expand and go darker and lighter with your colours. I don't know why I'm doing that. Now, $63.99 or $95.99 is the price on that, right? Good price. But we are then, and I've never ever said this before, well, apart from earlier on Wake Up Call, we're giving you the carry case, the TriBlend carry case, the big one, for free.
I love that case. I've got that case.
Have you?
Fantastic. Love it.
It's worth £40 or $50, and we are just going, have it for free. No worries. grab it whilst you can. And what's really nice about this again is that obviously there's the room there to be able to hold your TriBlend pens, which are the larger ones. You get like your Tricolour Aquas, of course, in there as well, and your TriBlush pens. You've got the elasticated pockets there to pop all of those into, and you'll hold 48 of them. So you can take a load with you wherever you go. If you also then decide that you just want to take out the centre panel, you can. That comes out nice and easily for you too. And you've got plenty of space in here as well for carrying other bits and pieces. There's a little pocket at the back there where you can pop in more papers if you want to, but it's just such a brilliant carry case, and to get it for that for free is bonkers. What I would also say as well is you will get on yours the strap to go over the top, because obviously you've got the handle on the side. You've also, by the way, got a little zip pocket on the back as well to fit in more stuff. If I zip that up, oh no, it's got a big hand. So you've got plenty of space in there, and then you've also got the carry handle there to pop it over your shoulder. You will get that included. It's free when you buy the TriBlend markers, but you're going to have to be quick. I think come midnight that will be gone. And one other thing I just quickly want to bring to you before the top of the hour, your ink daubers. These you could not get for love no money going back a couple of months. We've now brought them back in. If you are yet to realise the fact that we have got them back in, let me tell you now that they are here, and you can pick them up all 40 with the storage case for $15.99 or $21.11. And again, Sheena, these are just another nice ink applicator to have, aren't they? Alongside things like your sponges and your you know, your round blending brush tools and stuff.
For stenciling, for precision stenciling, they're just invaluable, because you can get into all the nooks and crannies and mix the colours, and definitely, absolutely love mine. And just keep one little dauber for each colour, and yeah, brilliant. And when you get them on a good deal, don't miss them. So that's scary.
That Debbie, who is it who has, is it Debbie Fisher or Sarah? It's Debbie, isn't it?
Is it? What?
She'll have like one on each finger.
Does she do it like
she'll
that?
be like a...
Really?
Yeah.
Like as if she's playing a piano?
Yeah.
Oh no! And
if they don't quite fit on your fingers, what you can do is do what Craig does and attach them to the end of one of your misters. That's what he does. He pops it onto the end of one of his misters and uses it like that.
Oh, now I'm intrigued. I'm going to have to try that.
Yeah,
then,
he's got sausage fingers, Craig. Bless him. Couple of quick picks. There you go. You like this from Wendy, from one of your collections.
Oh, Wendy, that's fabulous. Love it. I love the autumnal leaves colour behind. Oh, bless him. Look at him. That's fabulous, Wendy. Nice one.
Absolutely love that. Thank you, Wendy. By the way, if you do want to send in any more pictures, feel free. We're still looking for more pictures for our gallery for Friday. I really wish I could show you. I really wish I could show you the intro and what we call like the hold screen ready for that show, because it is going to be amazing. Friday Night Live, this Friday from 5, we will be doing a viewers gallery. If your picture gets shown, you win. But what do you win? You'll have to tune in to find out. We're looking for, because it is going to be a bit of a star-studded show with games and competitions and never seen before features on Crafters TV, which you're going to love. We need your best. We need the you know, the projects that you're really proud of, that you've been working on maybe this week, over the last few weeks. So premiere is what we need. Studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Send in your pictures and we will hopefully show your project over the course of that show this Friday from 5. Don't forget as well, over on the website, still plenty going on there as far as deals are concerned. The midweek mix-up, I still have to say that slowly. I want to say mash-up, but it's not. Midweek mix-up, where you can pick up loads of great deals. We've got 5 deals. We've got 10 deals. We've got 20 deals. So lots there for you. And also, make sure you're here with us tomorrow as well, because we have got a fantastic day of shows lined up and a brand new launch of a brand new event. Welcome back, everybody. If you have just joined us, thank you for joining us here on Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. It's Wednesday, just gone 6 here in the UK, and it is the second half of Beautiful Beginnings. If you have just joined us, you won't know that we're celebrating National Red Rose Day. Someone in this hour It's going to win this stamp and die set from the Bell Countryside collection. All you got to do if you want to be in with a chance of winning that is write us a Roses Are Red poem. We have had many come through. If you haven't yet sent one, you can do so. We'll get Superstar Susie on the socials to pick her favourite, and we'll announce the winner of that towards the end of the show. Also, with it being Beautiful Beginnings, in around about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. No, about half an hour, 35 minutes. We'll be taking it. Bless you. We'll be taking a seat. We'll be taking a seat on the sofa, ready for Essentials Corner. So your questions for Sheena, please, are what we need. Any questions you've got about anything crafty, we would love to hear from you. If you're stuck on a particular project, if you're stuck with what pen to use where, what ink to use where, what glue to use, we want to hear from you, and we will tackle those questions as we go. Or indeed, if you just want to fire in any random questions, we welcome that. And as I say, keep those poems coming through too. Let's get on to the next deal, which is the Butterflies and Blooms craft box. It is a CTV launch today, really. This is not new if you have been watching 8 to 10 or QVC, because this has featured there before. First time it's featured here on Crafters TV. What a deal. Over half the stock, heading towards 60% of the stock gone of this collection. Why? Well, A, it's an absolutely beautiful collection. B, we've smashed the price down by 10% and we're still giving you your Club Inspired discount. C, you've got 50 bonus points. And D, what you get for your money is incredible. I'll quickly show you, and I know Sheena's going to be showing you some finished projects and some demos with this, but look at what you get for $35.99. Beautiful stencils. So that stencil's included in here with all your butterflies. You've got like postage marks on there, beautiful fonts as well. So a really handy stencil to be working with. You've got, I think, a really beautiful stamp in there in that stunning vintage postcard. You've got more florals in there, little stamps. I'm a really big fan of that musical manuscript that you've got there too. Alongside that, you've got stamps and dies, so that Flutterby set with 3 butterflies in stamp form and then the dies to cut them out. You've got sentiments. Again, I think really lovely sentiments in here, just for those occasions where you want to send a card to someone perhaps who's feeling a little bit down in the dumps. You've got Stay Strong, lots of love, Butterfly Wishes. Really, really cool stamp and die set here, the Rose Garden, which brings you a really nice big size rose, some smaller butterfly stamps, but then you've got that really cool die here, which you can use in conjunction with your stamp to cut in the detail of that rose onto the side of your project. You have got beautiful corner dies here. You have got stunning border dies here too. You've got little ditzy dies as well for embellishing. You've got stamps and dies here too to bring up your own sentiments. So you've got the lovely die and then the stamps included in there as well. And then the grand floral, again, if you want to see that in action, go back to the masterclass a little bit earlier on. And of course, you're going to get your stunning embossing folder, 2D embossing folder, that one. If you like the illustration embossing folders that we did recently, very sort of similar in that sort of style. And then of course, on top of that, you get all of your papers. 24 sheets of stunning papers, uncoated here again, so you can of course take your inks to these, you can stamp onto these, you can stencil onto these if you so wish, and it's really nice that you've got kind of like the really detailed layered effect on the front, but on the back it's a little bit more stripped back, allowing you to Sheena-ize them if you like. All of that included, and alongside that, to match beautifully, we're going to give you your linen cardstock as well, and it's no accident that the linen cardstock is just going to work absolutely beautifully with all of your papers within that set. Everything I've just shown you there is incredible value, £35.99, pounds or dollars if you're platinum, and 50 bonus points. So let's get over to Sheena. I mean, I'm not surprised, Sheena, that over half the stock's gone here, because it's just an incredible deal, isn't it?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. When, you know, it's nice for me. It's lovely for me because for years, you know, I draw the things, I design the things, so I'm used to using, and it's no surprise when you arrive because it's kind of, I know what's coming. But with these ones, getting someone else's designs in another collection, when it arrived, it was like a lovely kind of a discovery. And the first discovery, the first surprise was how small the box was. I couldn't believe that all of that stuff was in that box. We'll look at that in a minute when we start to play with it. But these samples here, let me show you some of the things the gorgeous things that you can make with it. To think that these absolutely top-notch, stunning cards, there's no compromise. You know, I can't believe the quality. You know, back in the day, way back, you know, a few years ago, if you got a collection box, you kind of, you lost some way. you wouldn't get the quality and the size of the stamps, or the, you know, the papers wouldn't be, the pattern wouldn't be anywhere near as nice as that. Or
No.
the quality of the paper, there would be a, you know, like shiny, printed, nasty, kind of not very good quality, but you know, they would cut back somewhere. I can't get my head around how crafters have been able to give you this amount of product and quality product for that price, to make such amazing cards as this. I mean, look at how gorgeous they are. All of these elements here included in this kit to create these fabulous, fabulous cards. I adore this corner. I think that just looks absolutely exquisite. Oh, little wings broken back there. Anything you want to colour them in with, just add that to the mix. So if you want to use, if you like using alcohol pens, then that's great. If you want to use your water-based colouring mediums,
Pretty.
also fantastic. So anything like that. The shaker card, look at this. How fabulous is that?
That is great, isn't it?
This is the one that I made in the previous
Oh, yes.
show. And then this one, first thing today, earlier.
Very
again.
classy, that.
Yeah. And this is the one that we're going to be making now together.
Okay.
So I'm going to pop that to one side and we're going to work through this. So let me pop those to one side, and then we will get ourselves ready to move on with that. Put those underneath. Right, so okay, so the first thing is the papers, the backing papers. Let me show you the linen card for a start. Well, let me show you the box. So this is, Ben showed you the boards, but when you see it like this, and
Yeah.
everything's packaged, and as if it was, you know, retail packaging. What I would absolutely say when I, you know, do a collection, and even just stamps, I kind of would champion reading the stamps. So have a look at the stamps, have a good look at what you've got before you start to play. And I would just take everything out, put it on a big desk, and just take stock of what you've got, because you really will lose stuff. You'll forget what's here. So from this, for example, I couldn't find one of the hellos, and I'd forgotten that it's on the back of this one here, the lovely die, for example, so that you can go, hello, lovely. So all of these, just pay attention to where all of these bits and pieces are. The papers at the back here, absolutely exquisite. And then this fabulous linen card is the first stage of this card. And what I'm going to use is the two of them, actually, this gorgeous cream and this navy blue. And that's the first stage, as I've matted and layered this up, ready to do the next stage,
Yeah.
which is this paper here. And again, because the paper isn't coated, it means that I can get a little bit inky on that. I could stamp and emboss on it. I could even stamp directly and then paint on it if I wanted. But in this case, all I'm going to do is going to take some of that Midnight from the opaque pigment set
yes,
that
on the show.
Ben's just been talking about, which is phenomenal. And I'm just going to just stress around the outside of this paper a little bit, just to give it just finishes it off. I mean, if you look at the paper then, it looks like it's a piece from a larger sheet of paper. Whereas I think once you get this little bit of inking around the outside, that looks really not the kind of same blue. Let me check. I think there was a bit of colour on that ink pad that has transferred to this a little bit. So I'm going to take that away. Yeah, that's more the colour that it should have been. Kind of like a teal there. But when you ink around the outside, it then just draws your eye towards the middle. And I don't want to put a lot on. I just want to catch the edges just to give it that vignette. And to me, it just finishes it off. It just makes it look like that piece of paper was intended to be that size.
It's definitely a tip to take going forward, I think, if you sort of struggle with your mats and layers and how to sort of zhuzh them up a bit. This is a really cool way of doing it.
I think so, Ben. And sometimes, you know, if you've got a card that does show a bit of a white core, it covers that up as well.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just something I've always done. And I always just think it just finishes that. Even, you know, photography, where I just like it. I think it looks nice when you just do that. If you can do that in obviously any colour, so you could affect the colour of that backing. If you want it to be a pinkier flower, you could obviously use the pinkier colour in there. Any of the colours that you were going to introduce into this, make that the colour of the ink pad that you would use around the outside, because the papers are still quite neutral, even though they do have a little hint of colour in them. This one's got like that blueberry kind of colour accent in it. You can still, you know, just tweak it a little bit if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll pop that there like that. Right, the next bit is the little corner elements here. So these little guys here have been cut out using the die, which is this one, this die here. So rather than, you know, do that, I've already pre-cut these out for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to get stuck onto here like this. And then I'm going to stick these just down there. And look at how absolutely, I just think they are just exquisite, Ben. Look at how delicate, how fine they are. They are absolutely beautiful. And these little wings up.
Yeah, and then that sort of design you can use with so many different collections
They'll work,
as well.
exactly. Just think of these, just using them outside of this collection, and it's going to work a treat. So I'm going to stick these down here, Ben,
Yep.
if you need to talk about anything. Then we'll regroup and we'll get the main topper sorted.
Well, I've got plenty to chat. I mean, the comments are amazing. Thank you for all of these. Wow, says Shaz. Tim says, roses are red. Sarah's team is great. The crafting fun and inspiration is second to none. CC paper pads are the best. Thank you. And Deborah Debbie Durant says, roses are red. Crafter's companion is purple. Global friends are made within this craft circle.
Oh,
There you go, circle and purple.
circle purple.
What was that word we learnt earlier that rhymes with purple? Purple.
Purple, yeah. We said purple was difficult earlier, didn't we? Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I've never won a prize. Let's see if this poem will do, says Jeanette. That is brilliant. I love that. Tracy on YouTube, roses are red, violets are blue. It's cost me a fortune listening to you. It's money well spent. I cannot deny it. If you've never done crafting, I think you should try it, says Tracy on YouTube.
Excellent.
These are so good.
Excellent.
Pat just said, I've ordered my second set of daubers. My goal / obsession is to have a dauber for each colour I have of inks.
Such luxury, such luxury.
So that is many daubers, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Beth Metzger says, I love the daubers. Don't drop them though. I broke the case and it took forever to figure out which colour was which to get it back in the correct place. Yeah, careful with your case. Must also say hi to Mary Pat 1000 who says, good morning everyone from a sunny Montana. Keep the poems coming. There's still plenty of time for you to win the Bell Countryside stamp and die grande frame set. And of course, any more questions? I know we've got about 6 or 7 questions so far, so we will need a few more. Otherwise, it'll be my jokes and probably Sheena singing.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that. No, you don't want to do that. Quick, quick, quick. Think of questions. Eek. Oh, that's not what I'm thinking about. Absolutely not. So that's, I mean, look at how gorgeous that just looks. It's a gorgeous setting just for, you know, just as it is. It's, I think, you know, sometimes you're making a card and it looks a bit, it doesn't look great until you get the last bits done. This just looks good straight away, I think. You know, you've got, right, so here's the next thing we're going to do. This is the next bit of, to get that topper done. So it looks like, if you look like this, it looks like it's a stamp, does it not?
It does.
And in fact, that looks like it's a stamp, does it not?
It does.
But it's not.
It isn't.
It's the folder. And the way that was achieved was this. So I'm going to get a piece of card, and basically what you do is, and I may not do this because you're going to have to be careful. This requires a little bit of patience and care, because you do need a brayer, all right? And you need to brayer this time, not the flat bit. You need to brayer emboss the raised bit, all right? And you need to load up the brayer, yeah? Because the thing is that you then need to go over your folder like this very, very carefully, very gently, because you're trying to just catch the raised area of your folder.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. Oh, scared myself then, Ben.
Scared me as well, actually.
Whoa, I'm loud. Yeah, I am. Even just doing that, I wasn't a quiet kid. I've just never been quiet, talking in my sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, never quiet, Ben. Right, so now that hopefully is enough. Now, what I would say is it's one of those calls when do you push it, but do you risk there? You see, now I've caught the folder there. That, I need to wipe that up. Definitely need to wipe that up. So just be careful when you do that, that you get maybe like a wipe, a baby wipe or something.
Yeah.
And clean that up because you do not want that on your card. But we'll see what we've got. Had a bit of card right in front. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, it's all good. No panic. All right. Right. Okay, and then we'll put that in there like that and see what we've got. But the thing is if that, because we're a little bit quicker than you can be at home, a little bit more careful at home. I have one that we did earlier. So. Oh, it's not even gone through.
Oh.
Oh, how's that win? Oh, we could have been there for a while. That's a long way, that one. Right. Okay, fingers crossed. Whoa, look at that. I like to build the tension, don't I?
That's it.
That's not bad at all, Ben. So what you would do then is just trim it to size, and then you've got one like that. Okay? There you go. Before and the one we've just done.
Love it.
Not bad at all. So that was using the Finesse waterproof ink pad, and now we can colour it in.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I feel all day we've avoided a red flower. It's been Red Rose Day.
Well, yeah, funny you should say that.
What?
Are you going to do red now?
Well, I said blue background. Should we just go for it and do a red flower?
No. Just,
I mean,
you
the
do
purple-
you do you.
Should we just do blue? Yeah, you know what? Let's just do the blue. Let's just do it. We've done, yeah. What am I going to do? What am I like? All right then. Let's
fine.
have a look. We did purple earlier as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it is very purple, isn't it?
But that's fine. You know, I just no. Go with what you think's best.
Let's do purpley, warmy kind of red violet. Let's do that. Let's do a bit of wildflower, and I'm just picking colours. You know what? I'm absolutely lost. You know what I keep saying about making a colour chart?
Yeah.
Honestly, if I haven't got my colour chart, Ben, I'm like, whoa, seriously, I need a colour chart. As you can clearly see.
Here we go.
Right, you see that's much more pinky than this one.
Yeah.
Right, so this is why you need the colour chart. Everything's more pinky than that one. We need to go more bluey if we're going to keep it more like that one, which is nice. I was thinking of going more towards a reddish hint to red, but I think we need to stick to more bluey purple. I think it needs to be these two guys here.
Yeah.
Don't you concur?
Yeah.
Yeah, I concur. All right then, so let's go with those two. So I'm going to use my round brush, and I'm going to just wet this lighter purple first, and go ahead and just start putting a paler wash on my flower.
Aha.
All right.
Whilst you're doing that, we've got a very special judge who's going to pick the winner of the Roses Are Red poem. So Superstar Susie's Sammy is going to be picking the winner. Going to be looking through all of the poems. So it won't be Susie, it won't be me, it'll be Sammy who will pick her favourite in just a little while. A few more of those poems from Susan, who says roses are red, violets are blue. Sheena and Ben, we love you. Hilary says, roses are red, violets are blue, Holly's toy is squeaking, and I can't hear you. And thank you to Terry, who says, a bad dad poem here. I'm a dog, you are a flower, I lift up my leg and give you a shower.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry. Marvellous. I love that. I love that.
And so true if you're a dog owner.
Yeah. How's your little one, by the way? Willow.
Sorry?
How's Willow?
Oh, she's good. You know, oh, well, actually saying that, she did sustain a sports injury last week.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she pulled a muscle in her leg. And, oh, you know what? She's a drama queen. She's like her mum, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she let everybody know. It was like, oh, you know, lifting the leg up and then, yeah, I need another treat. And then she had a treat and then went to bed, woke up the next morning, forgot all about it.
Oh, yeah.
Completely fine.
Yeah.
But I think it is a little bit of a strain thing there, and because we threw the ball a little bit at the weekend.
Yeah.
That's her favourite thing, the tennis ball. And she did complain about it again. So I think we're going to have to abstain from, you know, from throwing it for a little bit, just till she gets, you know.
We had that with
recovery.
Molly, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago now, where just one night, all of a sudden, she just started, she wouldn't put her back leg down.
Oh,
and we were proper panicking, thinking, oh my goodness, what's going on? And we through our insurance, we get access to like a 24-hour video vet. So we messaged the vet, and the vet was like, oh, you know, it looks like it could be like a, you know, a serious strain, or it could be ligaments, tendons, and this, that, and the other. Make sure you get her to the vets first thing in the morning. So we were like, oh, here we go, big bill coming. Next morning, get up.
Right as rain.
Bright as rain, as if nothing happened.
Yeah. I think they are, and if you kind of like waft past her too quickly, she squeaks. I think cockapoos are kind of known to be a bit drama queen. They're a bit like, yeah, oh,
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, she's not robust, bless her. But
No.
then again, neither am I.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not.
Mary Pat's just got in touch to say, I really heavily rely on colour charts. And Jeanette says, I've never seen anyone do that, make an embossing folder into a stamp.
Oh.
Sheena is always teaching.
Well, thank you. That's the best bit of what I do. I love that bit there. Because, you know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? What you guys can do with the stuff that we bring to you.
That's it.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of speed painting this bit. The process is I'm trying to put a watered down wash of the lighter purple colour. I'll tell you what they are in a sec. I know the darker one's Wildflower, which I use quite a bit. I do like that colour. It's a really nice dark purpley colour.
Yeah.
So I go to that one quite often. And this one, like I say, I'll tell you in a sec, but what I want to do is just keep going with this so that I don't get any patches where it's joined up kind of thing in the wrong place. If I stop from one petal to the next, it's all right, but if it stops in the middle of a petal and you get an overlap of colour in the wrong place, it can look patchy. Yeah? So I need to scribble a little bit more of that. Oh, it's Prussian blue actually, which is more like a gorgeous purpley colour.
Oh, yeah.
Really pretty.
Terry's just said, we have raccoons that are killing bunnies and leaving the carcasses. Bailey, that's the dog, is trying to bring, oh no, Bailey is trying to bring them inside. I think she thinks she's adding them to her toy collection.
No.
Sure enough, same thing with Molly. Like if there's a carcass anywhere on a wall, like a rabbit carcass, she will go and find it. And it's like, what are you even doing? Dear, oh dear. Yeah, we used to have a cat as well. You guys remember my cat Nut? And in her younger days, she'd be quite happy to bring in all sorts. Yeah, mainly live, and then she'd just she'd drop a mouse in, and then just quite happily sort of watch you, you know, to panic, and then you'd be like, go on, catch the mouse, and she'd just sort of watch you and be like, well, no, I brought it for you. You go and pick it up. Weirdest thing my cats ever brought in back in the day, we had a frog one time. I don't know quite know where they got a frog from, but yeah, not a big fan of frogs.
Our cat used to bring in part of a mouse. It was like she'd share it with you. You'd get a head or you'd get a mouse bum. You know, it was lovely. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Mary Pat says, roses are red, violets are blue. I found a treasure when discovering all of you. Oh, you, Mary Pat, that's lovely. And Christine, I think this is about her 17th poem of the night. Seriously, you're the new bard of Crafters TV here. Roses are red, so is my wine. Refill my glass and I'll be just fine.
Ah, brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, that's one for my Laura, that is, definitely.
That's excellent. I want to be there with you. That's brilliant. And just picture you there having a fabulous time.
Yeah, absolutely. So Christine, I still remember that craft along we did. Was that last year or the year before? When it was, I think, was it about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning your time, and you had a glass of red wine on the go whilst you were doing the craft along?
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I got a lot of time for that. That's good.
Yeah, why not?
Crafting with whatever, you know, whatever tipple you fancy.
Yeah.
Makes the experience even more enjoyable. What's that colour you've just laid down there?
I've just scribbled down a little bit of, not that one, I don't want that one, a bit of moss. I love moss. Moss is one of my favourite go-to greens. Again, you kind of end up, I don't know what you're like, but I do tend to get my favourite colours for sure. Yeah, for sure.
And Jeanette's just asking, which set of pens are you using? It's not a particular set, is it?
It's not, you know, it's all of them are in this collection. I just literally got them from the counter, and it's like the mothership of pens. They're all there. So, yes.
We can certainly recap on the colours again, can't we, towards the end?
Yeah.
Pats has said, they say if a cat brings you I can't say it. If a cat brings you a carcass of an animal, that's their way of saying thank you.
Yeah,
apparently.
They think that, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Don't get that from Molly. She'll just, when I get into night again, just pile toys on top of me. That's
Yeah, Willow does that.
her role. Yeah. So there's a ball. There's a cuddly fox.
Yeah.
There's a cuddly. She brings them all over. I'll try and do another video again soon and show you. She just drops them all over. We finally found a like an indestructible cuddly toy, because we buy her all these toys because she loves cuddly toys, and so she rips them to shreds. But we found one now that she hasn't managed to destroy, which is quite good. It's you know those Kong dog toys you can get. Yeah, it's a Kong cuddly toy. She hasn't managed to shred, so we're quite happy about that.
Yeah, because Willow's like Wednesday Addams. They're all decapitated.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Oh, they all need surgery, you know. Oh, yeah, that limb needs to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sticking the stuffing back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Molly's got like her one of her favourites, Owlie, who's now got no wings, and she's got another little baby pup, little puppy dog with no ears.
Yeah.
You know. And poor Steven Seagull, he's got no feet now. She's chewed his feet off.
Oh.
Brutal.
Yeah, the baby's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, and still chases the guinea pigs around the garden as well. Well, not around the garden, but she shepherds them up when they're in their cage. Bless her.
Right, so this is taking a little bit of time to get all this coloured, and it's still not shaded the way I'd like it to be shaded, but it's giving you an idea. It's taking a little bit longer than than ideal, but at least you're getting the idea of how that's going there. It looks more 3D, doesn't it? It's getting there.
Absolutely. Here he says, my last dog Mojo once rolled in a dead seal. We had to drive home with a stinky dog in the car. That didn't get your seal of approval, did it? Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Nice, bless them. Oh, we've got one of those. Yeah. Is that, yeah. I've got one.
John's just talking about, you get pressure washers for dogs, can't you? Whether you try and clean Molly, you just have to get a bucket and sponge with her, because anything that sprays or squirts, she will not go anywhere near. No. Well, she's afraid of water if she knows it's coming for her. However, if I'm washing the car with the hose, she'll jump around in front of that, you see. It's very strange, but if you sort of turn it on her to clean her off, she won't have any of it. No, won't have any of it.
Willow, just if you put, like, we've got a cool coat for her in the summer. That, you know, if they get
overheating. A cool, like a cool mat, did you say, or a cool coat?
It's a cool coat, so you wet it and then you put it on there.
Yeah.
And it basically, it's supposed to be like a jacket.
Oh, yeah.
And it stops them overheating. but she hates it. She just basically collapses when you put it on her.
Yeah.
And looks thoroughly miserable. Yeah, it's just that she's like totally disabled. Oh, and have you ever tried doggy boots?
A lot of people have boots for their dogs now, don't they?
Oh, you know what? Well, we tried them for, you know, when it's really hot in the summer.
Yeah.
For their little paws.
Protects their pads, doesn't it?
Nothing is funny, honestly. The high stepping with those things on. oh, it is so funny. But we couldn't do it to her.
What, was she just walking around like that, was she?
Yeah, and it's an odd thing because like the back leg will just go, and then the front one like this, and then the back leg again. Yeah, it's just brilliant. It's just so funny. Yeah.
It's the same with Molly. Like, well, when we had Mac as well, they both had Christmas jumpers.
Yeah.
If you put like a Christmas jumper or any sort of clothing on Molly, she'll just stand there and not move.
Yes, exactly. Willow's the same. As
like,
if it's like some kind of like restriction jacket thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, doesn't want to like even entertain it. It's like you're having a laugh. It's not even funny. Yeah,
No.
she's not one for getting dressed up, is Willow. Yeah,
Bless.
She's not into that. I'm putting some of this gorgeous little glitter glue
Oh,
on
yeah.
there from the fairy.
Spring Fairy, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that just looks. So that one there has been painted, as you can see. The next bit to finish that off would be to go around the outside again with the ink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can make the background look a little bit more mellow by using something like the sandstone and just go over the whole thing with the sandstone to blend it over.
Pigment ink pad, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And that will mellow that one out again. But that, and then that's that card complete.
Absolutely marvellous. I'll take you through the box again before we have a quick break. Few comments as well. Terry says, Bailey has a zoo of toys in her basket. Hubby said we couldn't get her any more because her basket was too full. I bought her a bigger basket. We're going to need a bigger basket. Judith Harrison says, my aunt had a cat that brought in live frogs. She released them in a local park until the neighbour said, your cat keeps taking all the frogs out of my pond.
Oh, no.
Oops. Quick short poem, says Lisa Whitmer. In gardens bright where blooms entwine, butterflies dance, their wings align. Happy days unfold, sun-kissed and true, a symphony of colours, sky so blue. Well, that's beautiful. Thank you, that.
Lovely.
And Pat says, I still have about a case of wine left sitting in my bedroom. My girlfriend and I went to several wineries in November of last year. I may just open one up whilst I'm vacuuming. Well, it will make the chore more enjoyable, won't it? It will. Listen, you have to be fairly swift if you want to grab this collection because it's very, very popular, as we knew it would be. Butterflies and Bloom Craft Box. Remember, new to us here on Crafters TV, if you look at this and thinking, do I already have this? Have I seen this before? If you have seen it before, you'll have seen it either on HSN if you're in the States or here on QVC in the UK. It's the first time you've seen it on Crafters TV. There's that stunning embossing folder, the butterflies in bloom. You've also got in this set loads of stamps and dies. The value for money is incredible, really. This is that metal die Grand Floral with the stamp to go with it. So again, you can stamp out your image. If you want to then cut it out and use it as a topper, you can. Then you've got all of your sentiments. So you've got the lovely die, and then you've got the stamps to create your own sentences with. So hello, lovely, wishing you a lovely birthday, wishing you a lovely day, to my lovely friend. Then you've got those ditzy dies. I think they're really super cute. Might be the kind of thing that you share with the kids or the grandkids. If you're crafting with this set, you can give those to the kids there and get them crafting with the mini potentially. Beautiful border die. That one is called your Elegant Butterfly Border. Again, lots of opportunity for paper piecing and colouring. If you want to get your illusion film out with that, you can. There's that corner die that Sheena was using. Again, seen that a few times today, the delicate butterfly corner. Just so usable. And I think the kind of thing that you can use across multiple collections. Think of other Nature's Gardens collections, particularly where that one would come into its own. I think this next one, the Rose Garden, probably my favourite set in the collection. So I love the fact that you've got that really big sort of focal rose there, little butterflies to go with it, and then this really cool die here, which is going to allow you to turn this into an edgeable on a project. So you can pop it on either side of the car, pop it on the top, wherever you want it to go. So it's really super craftable. Stamps, sentiments, butterfly wishes. So once again, sentiments for lots of different occasions. I do like the fact that we've included a sympathy one in there too, because it's, you know, it's not nice to have to make sympathy cards, but I think it's important to have those sentiments for the times when you will need to make a card. So that's great. Again, a really nice set of stamps and dies with the Flutterby collection. The beautiful pretty postcard in here too. Love that. So much detail there. And again, you've got smaller sort of detailed dies like your little postage stamps, that musical stave, and much more in there. And of course, stencils as well. Really lovely stencil with lots of different butterflies. And again, that sort of old-fashioned style font in there. But that's not all, because you're going to get all of your papers in here too. It is, yeah, I have been right, 24, don't doubt yourself, Ben, 24 printed papers in here. And as you've seen, it's really nice that you've got kind of more detailed print and design on the front, obviously with butterflies and flowers and postage marks and, you know, you sort of font going through there. And then on the reverse, you've got more space there to be able to add you know, ink into there and to stamp into that, to stencil into that if you want to. So you've got the best of all worlds here, but as you know with our papers, I mean, they are just second to none, absolutely beautifully detailed. And once again, you know, crossover here, I'm thinking if you wanted to use these alongside elements from your vintage diary collection, vintage butterflies certainly would work, but you get 24 sheets in there, plus you've also got all of your linen cardstock. And again, it's no surprise to learn that the linen cardstock colours are going to work absolutely perfectly alongside your printed papers. 50 bonus points you're getting on that as well. $35.99 or pounds, wherever you are. That is a deal and a half. We are now just over 60% of the stock gone. Very busy. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of the poems. We'll read a few more of those out in Essentials Corner. I've just been told we have 9 questions for Essentials Corner, so we will dig into those very shortly. We'll also announce the winner of our prize, and we'll do that all in a few moments. But what you need to do right now is get to the checkouts, check out your box, and we'll meet you back here in about 4 or 5 minutes' time.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, a lot of research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great, and if I have something when I come in the office, then that's going to be yogurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this, nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do. Get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed.
best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt. Never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along, because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog. Unless they're coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes with the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to Essentials Corner. We have got some questions coming through. I'm waiting for them to be fed through to me. Hopefully they will be arriving anytime soon. Otherwise, it's going to be a long 19 minutes.
What weather then, Ben?
To be honest, there are a couple of questions which I can look back at from earlier, which I can ask you. Thank you for the poems as well. Just a couple more poems, and we will pick the winner in the next sort of 15 minutes as well to win the prize. Karen says, roses are red, violets are blue. Today's shows have been fab. For that, I thank you.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not a poet, and don't I just know it? Thanks for a great day, Sheena, Ben, and CTV crew.
Oh, that's brilliant. I like that one.
And there's also a poem here from someone called Willow.
Oh, Willow. That
Willow.
One. Who would that Willow be?
Yeah, age 6.5.
Yeah.
Roses are red. I miss Uncle Ben. I've said it before and I'll say it again. From Willow, age 6.5.
6.5. She's very talented for a cockapoo. Very talented.
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
She is.
I've seen her singing on your page before as well.
She can hold a tune.
Yeah.
Better than I can.
Yeah.
Better than her mum.
Questions. Wanda says, what is rice paper? I'm seeing a lot of it out there and I have no clue what it is.
Yeah, you know what, rice paper, you know, it is a good question because, right, you know, in the cookery world, rice paper is totally different. Because there is a rice paper that's edible in the cookery world, because my mum used to use it.
Yeah.
Use it in cakes and stuff, and macaroons, not macarons and stuff. Yeah, and but the rice paper in the crafting world is not edible. Don't try and eat it. It's very different. It's like a mulberry paper, like a very, very fine, like a tough paper that you can stamp on. And I don't know if it was that Sarah used to put on the candle. I've used it because
she used toilet paper.
You can't. Oh, right. So the toilet paper. So I've done that before with on a candle using the mulberry paper or rice paper, which is the very, very thin but tough paper, like kind of like tissue paper, similar to tissue paper. Yeah.
Is it so? It has come back in then again. Is it?
Yeah,
is it seems to be trending?
You can layer when you kind of for example, if wax melts on it, it becomes kind of transparent, and it's like a tough tissue paper. If you imagine it like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else then.
Yes, okay.
Now, I don't know if can we answer this question. I don't know. We'll see. Christine says, question for Sheena. When is your next launch arriving to CC? I am holding my breath waiting. Can you say? Can you not say? Can you confirm or deny?
I can.
Ah, you can.
It's on the 21st.
Okay.
And it's a bit exciting. Can I say what it is? It's watercolour fusion.
Whoa.
So if you've ever wanted to watercolour, and it's just so fantastic. Well, all the things you see me do are all the things that I just do with the watercolour techniques and things, and we can bring that to you, and I can show you how to paint florals, and will be more than just florals, and in the easiest way, with all the mystique and the mystery around it, just blown out the water. So it's going to be easy. You can do it, and it's going to be fun.
So that is a week on Friday, isn't it?
Yeah. Can't wait for that one. Bit excited for that one.
That means you'll be in for Friday Night Live as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should watch this Friday then to see what I'm up for then, shouldn't I?
Oh, well.
Okay. Bit scared.
Yeah. This is going to be fun and games.
Okay.
Something we've never done on Crafters TV before. Please make sure you tune in on Friday. It's going to be awesome. Well, hopefully it'll be awesome. But prizes to be won. Whole lot of fun. It's a real wacky show where anything can go. Tim C has a few questions. So the first question, quick question. Tim C says, Sheena, which ink pad is best to give crisper lines for sentiments, please? So if you're stamping sentiments, what would you recommend?
Ooh, that's a good one. If you want to, it depends what you're stamping on, first of all, what you're stamping on. If you're stamping on regular, normal card, see, I like the opaque stamps because I find that thicker, gloopier glue gives it clings, you know, like stamp material. It sometimes doesn't like ink or water. A thinner ink can kind of like pull up a little bit on it and resist it a little bit, whereas the stickier, gloopier ink clings to it more.
Yeah.
And so you get more of an opaque kind of finish on it. So I like the opaque ink pads for that. And if you wanted super great finish, then emboss it. That looks really good if you use like the black opaque ink and then emboss on top. That's my go-to. I do like that one. Yeah.
A couple of more poems here. We've got the winner that Sammy has picked, actually, which we'll announce in just a minute, but must just read these and we'll do a few more questions. Jerry Johnson says, roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are chocolate, cookies, cakes, candy. You get the idea.
I could go on.
Lol. Jerry's just said, I've been enjoying my day of inspiration with Sheena and light-hearted fun with Ben. It has been inspirational and light-hearted today, hasn't it, I think?
Yeah, I think it's a good mix.
Yeah, I do think it's a good mix.
Yeah.
And Mary Pat says, my hubby gave me Sheena's watercolour fusion for Mother's Day, and I'm so excited for the demos.
Fab. Yeah.
And one more poem here before we get back to the questions. This is also from Willow the dog. Yep. Okay. It says, roses are red, I love backstage too. There's a special tail wag coming to you.
Oh.
That's from Willow in Evesham, still aged 6.5.
Still 6.5.
Yeah. No. She's so cute.
Yeah, she is. She might be coming up next month.
Yes.
Bring it up again next month.
Yeah.
Due for a trip.
Who wants more Willow fixes? Let us know. Should we get Willow in again? She's been on there twice now, hasn't she, Willow?
She has, yeah. She presented a whole show, Johnny. You'd have missed that bit, yeah, but you weren't in that day. Before it was fine.
Yeah, I fell ill, Johnny, and Willow stepped in. No, she was brilliant. I was just feeling a little bit rough, so Willow stepped in. Linda has a question here. And I think this is a bit of a common one potentially, but she says, I sometimes have issues with some of my clear stamps. Even after I've cleaned them before using, they just don't stamp the image on my card. What am I doing wrong? I mean, I guess it could be one of a few things, could it?
It could be many things. Oh, it's one of those things, that detective work. I'll have to become DCI Vera Stanipeg or Miss Marple for that one. Oh, right. Okay. There's many ways to... What are you using to stamp with? Are you using a repositionable stamping platform to start with? That's usually a go-to if it's not working well. Having said that, even with the repositionable stamping platform, I'm just taking you through problems that can arise. I'm just going to take you through lots, and then you can maybe delete the one that doesn't. You can get an air bubble in a stamp. You know when you put the stamp on the flat bit, yeah. If you don't put it on carefully, it can get an air pocket in it, and I've actually had that where it hasn't, like, you've missed a bit because it's got a ripple or a bit of an uneven cling to it.
Yeah.
So even that. The next thing you might not do is just not apply pressure if it's a larger stamp over all of it. That's another thing. If the surface you're stamping on isn't rigid enough, that can make a difference. If it's maybe even a rocker block or a regular, you know, like a stamping block.
Yeah.
So the surface matters. Before you even start to stamp, is there something that you're cleaning the stamp with that might be leaving a residue on the stamp? You know, some people use baby wipes and things, and the baby wipes have things that leave things behind to, you know, protect the little ones. You know, they've got skin softeners in them and things, which are good for skin, but not good for, you don't want your stamp softened. You don't want anything left on there. You want it to be more stringent, really. You want it squeaky clean, because anything that's got like an oily residue or a silicone kind of surface thing left behind is not going to play nice with the water-based ink. So the best thing is to use the stamp cleaner. That would be my go-to, yeah. When they're brand new, get an eraser, a regular pencil eraser, and rub over all the stamps when they're new with an eraser. That gets rid of anything that's left in the manufacturing process that's left behind, and it takes away any greasiness or any surface stuff that's clinging on there. What you're trying to do is make the surface as squeaky clean as possible so that your ink will stick. That's mission one. Get the ink to stick to the stamps in an even fashion. Try the opaque ink. Try that for a start. Make sure your surface is rigid. Make sure you've put even pressure over the whole area, and make sure the stamp has got no air bubbles in it, and then try that.
Okay.
That's everything I can think of.
And of course, if it doesn't work, you can always come back to us next Essentials Corner, but hopefully that will help. And of course, you know, always feel free to chat along in the comments as well, because if we're not here, not on, then I'm sure somebody, one of our lovely viewers, will be able to help you as well.
Join the enquetes as well.
Oh, yes.
Join the enquetes, and then you can send a picture in of what you stamped, and everybody will jump on and help you there. So join Sheena's enquetes.
Facebook.
The team are on there on Facebook, and that happens quite, you know, often. If someone's got an issue or problem, they'll say, what's happening, or what can I do, or what do you suggest? And the team are all there, they're happy to help, and other people who are in the enquetes will help. And there's nearly 9,000 people on there who are all sharing.
How many?
9,000 on that group, nearly, yeah. And it's a very good, supportive, sharing, caring place. That's the way we keep it that way. It's a great place, yeah.
Liz Hannah says, hi Ben, hi Sheena, hello. I'm new to stamping. I suppose it depends what pen you're using here, but she says, I was wondering what ink pad to use with my Spectra Noir pens, as I can't get hold of the waterproof inks at the moment. I suppose it depends on the pen, doesn't it?
Well, if it's the alcohol pen you're using, then the water reactive should be fine. Try regular water reactive.
Yeah.
Because what you'd want to do is just not mix the solvent in the pen.
Yeah.
Because you know, alcohol shouldn't disturb a water-based medium. And that's what water reactive is. It's water-based. If you add water to water reactive, it'll smoosh. If you add alcohol to it, it's not the solvent that's in there, so it shouldn't move. So try that.
Shaz Earl says, I have a question. What is the best way to store ink pads?
Oh, well, when they're new, stand them up. Keep them standing upright for sure, because sometimes they are so well inked, juicy, and I know the Crotter's Companion ones are. Keep them in a dry place as well. And so, yes, upright. When they start to get dry, and you want to get the last bit out of them, you can turn them upside down.
Oh, you can?
The ink will come to the surface, yeah. But just when they start to dry out and there's not much left in them.
Yeah. And of course, if you haven't got our
in the
ink storage things as well, they're perfect, aren't they?
When you see my new setup now, my new studio,
I
was just banks of those black storage things. I've got them all behind me, and because that makes such a difference if they're there at hand and you can clearly see the colours you're using. I literally have rows of them on my dresser behind me with all my ink pads in. They are the best things ever. There's the storage, the stamp storage. Get the money well spent for sure.
You get them in sets of 6, and they store 3 on a row, don't you? So you can 18 per set.
Absolutely.
Worth stocking up on
Definitely.
On the website. A couple more questions, and then we've got the winner of our poem. Susan Carter says, sorry, she doesn't say when at all. She says, what is your go-to brush, Sheena, to colour the stamped images? What is the size of your go-to brush?
Right, the one I use 90% of the time is the number 6. The Royal and Langnickel number 6.
Royal and
Langnickel. Yes, That's the one that I use 90% of the time. And you know what? There's smaller brushes, but that brush just keeps a point. And the thing is if you use a larger brush, that forms a point really well. You don't have to keep loading it with paint as often. It holds more paint, so you can still keep colouring in, even the detail. If it's a little brush with fewer little fibres in it, you've got to keep re-inking. You don't with a larger brush. That keeps a good point. So
Yeah.
that's it, 90% of the time.
And those should be on the website for you as well, the Royal and Lang nickel brushes. They are there for you, so again, do have a look. And Lisa P says, a question, whilst crafting, do you
Do I?
clean as you go, clean at the end of each project, or Scarlett O'Hara and think about it tomorrow?
Why, fiddly-dee, tomorrow's another day.
Fiddly-dee.
Can you guess the answer to that one? Call me Scarlett.
Really?
Where's Rhett? Rhett. Yeah, I'd like to think, you know what, I have to have it clean to start with. Sometimes if I'm crafting late, or I've done a video, like recently recorded some videos, and it was like quite late and it was quite lengthy, and I thought, oh, you know what, I'm just leaving it, I'll do it tomorrow. But to start again, I have to start with a clean.
Yeah.
Because again, I can't start with a mess. I have to start again in order. Yeah. So when I'm cooking, you know, if I'm in the kitchen, and I blame my mother always made me, if I wanted to cook, she says, you have to clean up and tidy as you go.
That's what I do when I'm cooking.
You have to. And
Yeah.
I'm like that when I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Absolutely like that when I'm cooking. And I'm washing, I'm going. When I'm crafting, I'm too into it, and like the stuff on
Yeah.
the floor, the stuff everywhere, the stuff, and there's a surface, I'll cover it, and but yeah, so when I'm crafting, yes, it's kind of carnage, and then I'll clean it afterwards, but start with clear every time.
Thank you, Pat. He says, as always, I've loved all of the shows today. Thank you, Sheena, for the inspiration. And thank you to you guys as well for all the lovely comments. We are giving away our final prize today, which is the Grande frame from the Bell Countryside collection. The winner, as picked by superstar Sammy on the socials, her favourite poem was Tracy's on YouTube, which is roses are red, violets are blue, it cost me a fortune listening to you. It's money well spent, I cannot deny it. If you've never done crafting, I think you should try it. I think that is a worthy winner. Thank you everyone for all of the poems. But Tracy on YouTube, that's your poem. You need to message us to claim this, or we'll get it sent out to you. CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. I've thoroughly enjoyed it today. Thank you to everybody who got in touch. Thank you to everyone as well who sent in a poem. I think it's been really, really fun today. We've had a good day, haven't we?
Great day. I've really enjoyed it. It's been lovely, nicely paced. We've had a great time as you always do. And hopefully you've enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been a good one.
And as much as I said earlier on, isn't it nice to have Sheena back on Wednesdays, and we all know where we all are. I'm going to eat my words now, because you're not here next Wednesday, are you?
Oh, I didn't even, you know, I just saw the number on the thing. I didn't even see what day it was. Oh, man, Friday. Messing with me head already.
What are they like?
Well, make it work.
Yeah, we will. But it'll be a fun show, so we will see you a week on Friday.
Launch.
Yeah, launch. I will be back with you, of course, always here. Always here. I'll be back with you tomorrow for 3 more shows. Tomorrow's going to be an exciting day, because obviously it's Thursday, so cartload day. We've got the launch of a brand new event for you as well. And tomorrow morning's wake-up call show, you've just got to be here. You've got to be here. Make sure you are in early as well, is all I will say, because you need to be here right at the start of the show. Something funny this way comes, is all I will say, and it's naught to do with me. So you'll have to tune in to find out what I'm talking about. But thank you everyone for a fab day. Massive thank you to Susie and Rachel and Sammy on the socials. Thank you to Jake, thank you to Tracy, thank you to Johnny, thank you to Jamie, and thank you of course to the lovely Sheena, and most of all thank you to you guys for watching. We'll do it all over again tomorrow. Don't forget to check out your baskets, and we'll see you tomorrow for a fun day. Until then, bye for now.